Whoa. I'm a hoe. It's your favorite hoe and her hoish friend.
So first thing, the Ben Bruce thing really happened, right?
The Ben Bruce thing really happened. She messed up on the song title, but it 100% happened. His crotch was in my face. He broke my neck. You know, the standard. He broke my neck.
Yeah. So you're blessed that day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was such a blessing.
So we're gonna tell awkward stories because we have
Many awkward stories. So it was the day of the Aspen concert that Ben Bruce broke our necks, and we were shopping at a mall, and we go into this store, and I had this cute little cat pin on my sweater, and
we go into the store and like I thought we had like gone in like unnoticed by like the store lady.
yeah,
So like
whatever.
we found our mom.
Yeah.
And then it's time to be weird. So I look at her yee pin and I'm like, oh, it's so cute. And I'm like making noises and like everything. And then the store lady comes over. It's like, hi, welcome to a clothing store. How may I help you? And I was like, we were like, and then we all three of us were like processing the situation.
Yeah, we all stopped and we were like,
oh god. And I was like, thanks. And she walked away. And me asked.
I'm crying. The moral of the story is that it was really embarrassing and we were crying in a store.
And also we don't know how to act in public. So.
No, never.
There's
not
that.
once.
All these things. Okay. So the next story happened in 8th grade. And
We were babies.
very fetus. This was like the beginning of our friendship too.
Yeah, in science class though.
So we had a science class together and it was like the second class we ever had together, whatever.
Yeah.
We fucked around in that class hardcore.
We were so fucking obnoxious. It was awful.
And we were the kids who were obnoxious together that made us eat each other happen.
Yeah.
Basically.
It was basically our fault that everyone got separated from their besties, and it was really
Yeah. So we were, I don't even remember the fucking context of this story. I just remember like there were these two boys that sat in front of us and
allegedly Lily and this person liked each other. Was that not like the scenario?
I don't remember, honestly.
Why are we telling the story if we don't remember?
Wait, what's Hick and Hipster?
Wait, which one is Hick and which one is Hipster? Anyway,
Oh god, I hope I don't bleed on you. So, Hipster. Was it Hipster that we were like? I feel like we both remember this very differently. Well, I thought Hipster was kind of like cute, whatever. Isn't that the story? And me and Hick had like Snapchatted back and forth before.
oh yeah.
That was a thing. He was the first person in Richfield that I got the Snapchat. So that was great. I remember the day I got it, and I was
Yeah.
like, LOL. Insert cringy Snapchat name here. It had like 1,000. Anyway, I don't remember what happened.
So basically, what I remember is that me and Lily were talking, and somehow Hipster got this idea in his head. I think me and Lily were talking about someone being cute or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then Hipster was like, "Hey, Lily has a crush on Hick," and
I just remember screeching.
I remember us turning around and being like, "No, she doesn't," and then his face dropping. Hick's face dropped, and it was like, oh god. And so allegedly he had a crush on her, and I think that we crushed his heart. Just thinking about how bad it is that we're telling this story and we don't even remember what happened.
I was with one of our friends at the time, and they get this text from one of your guys' ex-friends, pre-Lily.
Well, it wasn't even an ex-friend. It's she moved away and we stopped talking to her, and she was like, "Hey guys, I'm back in town. Let's hang out." And me and this other friend was already hanging out with Lily, so we were like, we can just all hang out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so we meet up with this person, at a restaurant place.
And so, like, this is the first time I've ever met this person. Like, they have, like, a history.
Yeah.
And, like, I cringed so hard because we were talking, and I remember being like, I curse a lot, and if I was trying to be respectful at first, and being like, hey, I curse a lot. So
by the way, a quick tidbit, this person is very, 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 very religious.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Like, up Jesus' ass.
Yeah. Up Jesus' ass.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, I'm sorry if I swear, it's just like a habit, whatever. And I also remember saying that Fall Out Boy lyric from the lyric from I Don't Care that's like, oh. I said that to her face in like a normal conversation.
Yeah,
like,
I know, I remember that.
I cringed so hard.
Things were getting very heated because every single time someone would accidentally swear, she would like point it out.
Yeah.
And there were like a couple different things that she was very like opinionated and weird about. Like I think at one point it came up about us hating kids and her being like,
oh my god, yeah.
And then her being like, we need to repopulate the earth.
And that's how that gay thing came on because I was like, well, what about,
like
I said something like, well, I'm gay, I'm not gonna repopulate shit or something like that.
Yeah.
She was like, I can't remember what exactly she said, but I remember Aspen got like, I was low-key being an asshole. Well, high-key I was being an asshole. And Aspen left before I did, after this left again. And I was kind of, I don't know why I stayed.
sorry.
I don't know why I didn't follow you immediately. But like after a little while, I think I followed you out and we went, your mom was at the building next door and we went in and had like a mental breakdown.
And my mom was like, you need to be understanding, get along. And we were like...
So she didn't go to school while this person was at our high school.
Yeah.
And this one day, I was like eating lunch and balancing all my like stuff across my lap.
Mm-hmm.
She comes up to me and was like, wow, you'd be a great mom. And I unnecessarily like rude at, because I did not.
Because you're not a good person.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gay, I'm never having kids. And she was like,
I am triggered. I don't want to catch the gay.
Yeah. She walked away, she was like, okay. And she didn't talk to me ever again. And then I switched schools, so.
Okay, so this one is a recent story, so we'll be able to remember it without being actual garbage. So I work at a theater, and we hired new staff, like, kind of recently, not like super recently. And there's this one kid, and, like, he's kind of cute, I guess. And this one day, Lily comes to the movie, and we're there was only 3 of us. It was my manager, me, and this kid.
Okay, and I had never, like, seen this guy before in my life. Like, you talked about him all the time, but I had never, like, seen pictures of him.
Yeah.
So when I walked in, this was, like, the first time I've ever seen this kid, and I go in, like, we didn't really even interact. It was just, like, in my head was, like, oh, interesting.
He's very cute.
Yeah. So I go into the theater, whatever, and there's like the commercials before the previews that are, you know, whatever, and I was texting Aspen and I was like,
low-key, I think that this kid is very, very, very cute. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell him you said that, blah, blah, blah. And then you say,
and then I said, tell him to meet me in the bathroom for DJ. And I had made these kind of jokes before, because there's this cute grocery kid that went to the movies that one time and I made the same joke, whatever. And she jokingly said that she told him, but this time, it was not a joke.
I was laughing so hard, and I took my phone over to him. And, like, it's not weird because me and this kid get along, like, really well, and so it's not, like, awkward, but I, like, showed him the text, and he turned, and if you know this kid, he's, like, a player, like, the most sexual fuckboy on the planet. But I showed him the text, and he turns bright red, and he is just like, I guess if I didn't have a girlfriend, I guess, I don't know. And so, still to this day, it's like a giant joke at the theater because now the entire staff knows about it. So every time this kid like does something awkward or asks me to do something, I'll be like, you do you. And then the entire staff will be like, as long as you don't do Lily, we're okay.
So I can't look him in the eyes ever again. So I don't go to the movies anymore. This town is very, very strange.
Oh, there's the hella religious people or the cocaine dealers, and we're lost somewhere in like the between.
Yeah, so we have to, like, we're all we got. Like, so a lot of weird things happen to us because I don't know, why do we attract weird people? There was that thing. One time we were at Taco Bell, which was like our favorite place to eat at the time, and this guy comes up to us, like, over the counter, and he like shouts across the restaurant, he's like, hey, can you guys stay like 5 more minutes? And we were all like, did we do something? Are they gonna kick us out?
Yeah.
We were like, oh. Because like when we walk into Taco Bell, everybody leaves. They know.
Yeah, they know. They're like,
bye. Yeah. And he like 5 minutes later, after all of us being like, like freaking out, he's like, I can tell by your garb that you guys are pretty badass kids. I just wanted to say, don't eat here. The food here is shit. And I was like, we were like, thanks.
yeah.
Wasn't he like holding a Bible or something?
Yeah.
He was holding a book.
Because he was
like,
getting ready to leave work, and so he had like his like shit with him, like his Book of Mormon, whatever.
So we were like, okay. And then every single time we went after that, we secretly hoped that he would be there, and he was there like one more time.
Yeah, and then he quit.
That's all the good stories.
There's more, but also we can't remember them, or we don't.
We're just
we
bad
can't
at-
come up with them.
We're bad at telling stories.
This video is a mess. I'm sorry.